and just want to give everybody a warm welcome. Just for the sake of keeping our distractions down, if we can make sure that our microphones are muted. And then if you're able, just to form that sense of community, keeping the cameras on if possible. I know sometimes that's not possible. So today our practice is going to involve tuning into the body. So we'll be using the breath in the body in the form of a body scan meditation. And I'll give you a chance in a moment to just get into a comfortable position, but just for a moment, just to kind of talk about the purpose and the usefulness of this practice. We just live in our minds so much of the time, and it's necessary. We have plans we have to make. We have jobs that require critical thinking, organizing things in our homes and with our families. If anybody's taking a vacation, sometimes you feel like you need a vacation after your vacation because you've done so much to take care of those things. And so living up in the mind becomes a habit. And sometimes we do that to kind of avoid maybe some of the sensations in our bodies that aren't so comfortable or might even be quite painful. So today, we just want to use the sensations of the breath, the sensations of the body, to tune into this moment-by-moment awareness. And we want to use the approach that I know Mark and then Ty over the last couple of weeks has been talking about, just another opportunity to use that practice of non-judgment, a sense of giving ourselves kindness. And with the body, there's nothing to accomplish here in this body scan. We're not trying to reach some sense of relaxation. If that happens, that's great. But there's nothing to accomplish. It really is just tuning in and getting to know our bodies in this moment. We carry histories with our bodies. We carry sometimes very difficult situations. We carry good memories with our bodies. So we want to put some of those memories or some of those anticipations to the side and just tuning into what's happening in this moment. A sense of curiosity we can bring, a discovery, and a newness, because you have not tuned into your body as it is in this moment prior to this, nor will you after. So just giving ourselves that sense of what is here and what is now. I will be leading you systematically through the different areas of the body. If you come up on an area of the body that's difficult to attend to, you might decide to tune into the breath, or you might choose to breathe into that area of the body, see if there's any spaciousness for any release, or just go to an area of the body for the moment that might be more neutral. So sometimes we have back pains, other areas of our body that might be giving us a strong sensation. If there's the capacity and the space to be within your window of tolerance to explore that, then do so. If it starts to feel overwhelming, then just moving to a more neutral area of the body just for the moment, and then continuing on when you're able with my guidance to the next area of the body. So I'll give you a chance now to just move into some position that is comfortable. And if you can still hear me, if you choose to lie down, a lot of people use that as a position for the body scan, but sitting is perfectly fine. Some kind of reclining is fine. And even if you feel like you might fall asleep, some people choose to stand. So we want to have this sense of ease, but alertness at the same time. If you happen to fall asleep, there's no trouble with that, but we are trying to, in a sense, fall awake to what's happening to our bodies right now. We'll be tuning into the sensations, and I'll just give you a couple that you may or may not experience. Just noticing things like tingling, a pulsing, a sense of energy. You might feel sensations of coolness or warmth, temperature sensations. You might feel a sense of heaviness or lightness, something that might feel itchy or scratchy. Approach all of these just with a sense of curiosity and wonder and an allowance, allowing things to be as they are. You might even experience some lack of sensation, so we're not searching to try to feel anything or sense anything, just noticing what's in the moment. Our thoughts will come in as they do. We know this from the practices that we have been participating in. Emotions will pop up. So just noticing those as they arise, and then giving a short acknowledgement and then releasing them. So let us begin now by either putting the eyes in a soft gaze or closing them if that feels comfortable. And just maybe giving yourself a couple of final adjustments to ease into what might be a little bit more comfortable position. And now just tuning into the breath as it is in this moment, without any need to change the breath. Just noticing as it is in this moment. Perhaps a depth or a shallowness. Just noticing what's present here. Perhaps noticing the full cycle of the breath as it enters the nostrils. Any sensation or lack of sensation of temperature change. The movement of the breath through the respiratory system. Any expansion or contraction in the chest or the rib cage or the belly. And without trying to insert a pause, maybe noticing that short little pause between the inhalation and the exhalation. And just being with the breath for the next couple of moments. And on the next exhalation, drawing the attention all the way down the body, down the torso, down the legs, to the left foot. And just gently holding in your awareness any sensations or lack of sensations in the left foot. Perhaps a tingling, a sense of contact with either a sock or a shoe, or the surface on which your left foot might be resting. And now, in a way you may not typically, noticing the particulars of the left foot. Noticing the top of the left foot. Noticing the sole of the left foot. The ball of the foot. Perhaps the arch of the left foot. Sensations in the heel of the left foot. Noticing the toes, scanning through, starting with the left big toe. And the second toe. Perhaps even the spaces between the toes as we move to the third toe. Noticing sensations in the fourth toe. Taking in the small toe, the pinky toe. Noticing any thoughts that might be coming in. Any other sensations or emotions that might be coming in. Just returning your attention to the sensations of the left foot in its entirety. Moving into the left ankle. The left shin and calf. Scanning your attention, perhaps considering some kind of spotlight on the left knee, the surface of the knee, the top where the kneecap is, the back at the bend. And without effort, with curiosity, maybe even seeing if you can sense past the surface into the joint of the left knee. Sometimes the sensations in our knees give us a type of awareness we associate with pain. If that's the case, just noticing and maybe naming it in a different way. Or just noticing and naming ease or lack of sensation. And again, approaching with a kindness, a compassion for whatever is present in this moment. Moving the attention into the upper left leg, the thigh, all surfaces from the knee to the inner thigh, the groin area, the line of the knee to the outer area up into the hip. Perhaps noticing sensations associated with the skin or the muscle. Moving the attention up into the left hip and scanning across the left hip through the pelvis to the right hip, and then all the way down to the right foot. Just noticing on your own whatever is to be felt in the whole of the right foot, in the particulars of the right foot, our feet who support us, hold us upright, work hard for us. Just noticing what's present here in the sensations of the right foot. Now noticing the right ankle and including in your awareness the lower right leg. Taking into your awareness the right knee. All surfaces, sensations beneath the surface. Just sensing in with ease, releasing any effort and just noticing. Moving it up into the upper right leg, the thigh muscle. And even deeper, just sensing the femur, the largest bone in our body. And taking the right leg as a whole, from the tip of the toes up into the right hip, just noticing and sensing the right leg as a whole. Now moving the attention into the area of the pelvic basin, this area of the body holding such important organs, the organs of reproduction, the organs of elimination and digestion. And gently holding this area, which can carry stories, just gently in your attention, the sense of perhaps wonder, awe, compassion, kindness, forgiveness, gratitude. Moving into the upper area of the abdomen, again housing other very important organs. Just noticing what's to be felt here. Gently noticing any emotions or thoughts that might come in, and then just returning to the sensation or lack of sensation. Perhaps even noticing any sensations to do with the breath, any subtle movements or digestion at this lunchtime, any sensations there. Moving into the rib cage. In the area of the upper chest. And perhaps even noticing the subtle beating of your precious heart. Noticing the collarbones. Up over the shoulders to the shoulder blades. And noticing the full expanse of the back, from the top of the spine to the base. And holding this gently with kindness, even a sense of love in your awareness. Now taking into your attention both shoulders, the left and the right shoulder. And on the next exhale, as you exhale, moving the attention all the way down, both arms to the hands. Without trying to create a sensation, just noticing what's present in both hands in this moment. Any sensations of tingling, something you might associate with energy, temperature. Scanning through the fingers, taking note of the fingers and the spaces between the fingers. Perhaps even tuning into the pointer fingers for a moment and just noticing from the tip of your fingernail, stopping perhaps at each joint, ending at the top of the hand, just noticing what's present in the index fingers. And taking the hands as a whole, including both wrists. The lower arm, the elbows, and the upper arms. Moving back into the shoulders as we tune into the neck and the throat. Noticing here in this particular part of the body, with our attention on computers and phones and work, maybe noticing some tension here and just breathing into that if you notice it, or just noticing any sense of ease, whatever is present in this moment. Moving into the jaw, the mouth, the exterior of the mouth with the lips, the interior, sensations of the tongue and the palate, teeth. Noticing the ears, the nose, sinuses. Any sense of temperature on the inhale and exhale at the nostrils. Noticing the eyes, the brow, the forehead, the scalp, the cranium, and our big, beautiful brains housed in the cranium. Just taking the entirety of the face and the head into your awareness. And now as we draw this body scan meditation to a conclusion, taking one last moment to scan through the entirety of the body, from the bottoms of the feet, up through the legs, including the torso, and the arms, and the head and neck. Just giving yourself gratitude for taking this time, and perhaps even courage to be present to the body as it is in this moment, knowing in doing so that we give ourselves a gift. I'll end with these words from Bob Sharples. He says, "Don't meditate to fix yourself, to improve yourself, or to redeem yourself. Rather, do it as an act of love, of deep, warm friendship to yourself. In this way, there is no longer any need for the subtle aggression of self-improvements, for the endless guilt of not doing enough. It offers a possibility of an end to the ceaseless round of trying so hard that wraps so many people's lives in a knot. Instead, there is now meditation as an act of love. How endlessly delightful and encouraging." So now returning to the sensations of the breath, perhaps deepening the breath just a little. And then slowly moving the wrists, maybe the ankles, the fingers, the toes. And lastly, fluttering the eyes open if they were closed. And becoming present again to the group that we have here. So I thank you for your time today, for being here. If there are any comments or questions, we have about a minute left.
I'd be interested in listening to this and doing this meditation again.
YouTube.
Oh, it's on YouTube. Oh,
It is on YouTube. So this recording will be on here.
All there.
But you can, Jon Kabat-Zinn is the one that we studied with originally. There are lots of people that do it. Insight Timer is a free app that also you can just scan, body scan. They have a paid portion of the app, but you don't necessarily have to participate in that. And yeah, if you, that one is mostly from Jon Kabat-Zinn. So he's JonKabatZinn. I'll put it in
Thank you.
And there are different versions. Some of them are longer, some of them are shorter. You can probably do your own little body scan in the moment.
I like doing yours.
Well,
Thank you.
if I did this right, it will be on the website as part of the recording.
See you next week.
Yeah, we're at 12:30, so thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.